Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, and we are back again with the huge news that possibly the Premier League has come around and said, no, we're going to go with different companies for the NFT deal. And then everyone on Twitter was losing their mind, including myself. I was panicking. I thought, no, this cannot happen. I want the Premier League to be involved into Sorare. That's the league that I watch the most. That's the league that I would love to have players in, and that's just the most exciting league to watch in terms of like football quality. I'm sorry anywhere outside of the Premier League. I'm sorry, your quality of football, your quality of drama just isn't up there. So I wanted to see the Prem to be involved with the Premier League, and the news came out. They said like an article came out from a journalist, The Athletic, who are quite reliable normally, and they've said that they have agreed a deal with different companies. Then, after everyone lost it in a Discord, everyone was panicking, people were selling their clubs, the owner or CEO of Sorare came out and said, you know what? There are different categories that the NFT projects are going to be able to jump into the Premier League with. So the Premier League has decided on other categories, but apparently the fantasy NFT side of things, they actually haven't decided yet. And they look quite confident from what they are saying right now. So the Sorare community rejoice. There is hope for us to still hopefully get what's it called, the licensing for the Premier League. So with that being said, guys, if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and hit that like button. That'd be very much appreciated. This channel has grown really nicely, and I appreciate you guys for the support that you have shown over here on the channel. It really means a lot, because I personally have so much passion and love for this platform. And even though my players from time to time do my head in, and player selections and DMPs ruin my weeks, I'm still in love with the platform. Every single time after a week is done, a game week is done, and all my players have played, if they did bad, I just come crawling back and I want to go ahead and play again. So if you guys are hyped about the content and things to come in the future, go ahead and subscribe if you are new. Very important. And of course, if you want to sign up for Sorare, go ahead and use the link in the description down below. Click that link, sign up immediately, and then when you press the invite friends section, you go down and it should say Johnny Sports right here where it says Nepenthes, and then that means your referral link is activated. And then if you buy 5 players off the new card auctions, you are going to be guaranteed to be given a free limited item. Why am I posting today's video? The reason why is because, of course, the Premier League news. So good things are hopefully coming. And apparently some announcements are going to be coming towards the end of March. So I'm looking forward to that. But Sorare have actually corrected their mistake. So last video, as you guys know, we had a reward in our team. Well, now we have a new one. I contacted Sorare and they said, yes, you are right. This player that you got was not supposed to be given out. His name was Polyarus, a Ukrainian player that played in Russia. He was actually without a club, and Sorare was not meant to go ahead and give out those players anymore. So I contacted Sorare. They came back to me and said, hey, send us the card back. I've sent the card back to them, and they just sent me a proper reward now. As you can see, Christoph Monshine. So let's take a look at Mr. Monshine, our new reward in the club. So this man is currently going for 171 euros on the market. At least that's what people are pricing him at. But you can also see that in the last 6 months, he was last only bought on the 9th of February. So basically a month ago. And ever since then, no one has picked him up. And here's the reason why. The guy has had DNPs on top of DNPs and now just recently came back into the team and is not necessarily the greatest of players. So I'm personally hoping that I can get rid of this guy. Even if I get 100 euros, I'll be happy to let it go. So as soon as this card is in our club, I'm going to be putting him up for sale. That is definitely something that we're going to be doing in order to bring back some ETH into the club. That would be, yeah, a very low amount of ETH, but I'll still be happy with it because at least this is a reward that people might be interested in buying, especially the low budget ones. If they want to take a punt at getting thresholds, this guy might be the one. So the reward has been fixed. Let's talk about my game week and how things have gone. Guys, it was An interesting game week, to say the least. So casual comment, we can see here that my boys have performed quite terribly. Not happy with that performance at all. 43,770 22nd there. It's not good at all. My comments did really bad, so I need to select them better next time. All-star rare. If we look into it, you see Paul Lopez, who actually had an assist in the game. Yes, he got an assist in the game against Stade Brestois, which is great to see. Paul Lopez finally performing. Yes. Ah, man, he didn't have a clean sheet. Because why? Because Stade Brestois scored in the 92nd minute. Typical Marseille. I love it. Every single time, Marseille. Every freaking time they concede. From the 85th to the 90th minute. Every time. I've had them so far. They haven't been able to get a clean sheet. And you know what? The funny thing is, Marseille was like the best defensive team in the first half of the season. I don't know, man. It's just my luck, I guess. But at least Paul Lopez got the 66 through the assist, because that gave me 217 points, which was nice. And, of course, Dimitri Payet did not play due to a precautionary action by the club. He apparently was injured or feeling some injury slightly, so they didn't play him and risk him because they obviously need him for the Conference League match in the midweek. Khaled Akar wasn't played. He was rested. So, again, only 24 points for him because he got subbed on. I had Fikayo Tomori, who had his best performance so far for our team, a clean sheet and a 77-point game. That is why I had Tomori and why I bought him. Nicolas Storm, once again, did not perform, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy to get a threshold out of the team with basically two players that didn't start. One of them got subbed in, Tomori and Paul Lopez doing the heavy lifting there for us to get the low threshold. The under 23 rare, frustrating. Absolutely frustrating, my friends. Wait, what happened? Why am I on 304 points? Why am I 218th? That can't be true, because that would get me a reward. That can't be true. Why am I in the rewards again? Nah. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Don't give me hope, man. Don't give me hope. Apparently, I'm in the rewards right now. Not going to happen. Let me tell you what actually happened. So, until the 90th minute of the Olympique Marseille game, Saliba had a clean sheet and he had a triple-double. The triple-double gave him 4 points. The clean sheet gave him extra 10 points. And he was up to like 70-something points at the time. Then what happened? They conceded 10 points less. And then a minute after that, my boy got a yellow card and fouled someone. So he dropped massively. I lost like 14 points in a matter of I don't know how many seconds. And I was like, yeah, sure, man. It is what it is. Because I was actually kind of hopeful. If he did get all those bonuses, we would basically be around 320 points. And I do believe this week it could have gotten us a tier 3 rare on the 23. At the end of the day, it is what it is, guys. We're not going to be getting a reward out of this week. It was nice, though, to see that Sinisterra had a good game. He scored, even though one of the goals could have been an own goal. Yeah, Zuales scored. Luckily, the first shot was actually already over the line, apparently. But the second shot kind of was deflected off of Sinisterra into the back of the net. So it would have been an own goal. I got quite lucky there. Kökçü once again with a consistent performance, just no decisive again from Kökçü, which is a bit of a letdown. A big, massive plus is the fact that the Kaiser managed to only concede 1 goal against PSV Eindhoven, and he made some really good saves. I mean, look at this. 21.2 points on goalkeeping. He was doing a great job. And some of the saves he's made, I've seen during the match, they were absolutely class. So the Kaiser is showing promise for the next season, which really motivates me, knowing that I might have a goalkeeper that actually can do well in the next season. So I love to see that. Ideally, I would love to see him go to Ajax. That'd be great. Possession-wise, we are looking at a little bit of a loss, of course, because Utrecht doesn't necessarily play out of the back with short passing. So he was lobbing the ball up quite often. And then he lost the possession most of the time. But yeah, generally speaking, guys, very happy with the Kaiser. Diaby, and man, this is one of the dilemmas that I have right now, guys. I might sell Moussa Diaby, guys. I'm going to tell you straight up. My issue with this is Florian Wirtz has torn his ACL. The biggest player in the Leverkusen squad is gone for the entire season and possibly for the start, not possibly, definitely for the start of next season as well in September, August, whatever. Patrick Schick is injured, the main striker for Bayer Leverkusen. The reason as to why they were doing this well so far this season. They're currently in the Champions League spots in the Bundesliga, but I easily see them dropping out because not only those two are injured, Frimpong also injured himself in the game, and Leverkusen's replacements for those positions like Paulinho, Adli, for the Wirtz position possibly, and then you have the likes of Alario and Azmoun at striker. Azmoun came on, and my God, the guy missed 3 absolute sitters. One of them passed in by Diaby. He just didn't hit the ball. I lost my mind watching the match. So I personally am going to probably take my profits off of Diaby, guys. I'm currently listing him up. You can see it right here. I have listed Moussa Diaby for around 2,800 at the moment. So I am possibly going to be letting go of him. I brought him in for around 2,400. I'll take my profits while I can because I don't have faith in Bayer Leverkusen getting good results towards the end of the season with all those injuries and those injuries coming in for the biggest impact players in their team. So I feel bad for Moussa Diaby. He was having such a great season, and now he's going to have to deal with a bunch of players that sadly aren't on the level as the other ones that he was playing around with. And now the quality of the team is massively dropping, and I only see bad results coming for Leverkusen. I might be wrong, but it is what it is, guys. I'm going to probably let him go and get myself the left back that I wanted, which is Young Vo. But that is another thing that I want to talk about in today's episode. So, guys, I want to buy players towards the end of the month. In about a couple of days, I guess, I'm going to start buying some of the players that I really, really want to have in my team. And I'm going to tell you which players those are. So I am interested, very, very interested in buying an under-23 team for the summer. Now, we already have Jesus Ferreira. So think about this. We already have a striker. Now, for the summer, there are technically like 3 or 4 goalkeepers when it comes to under-23. There is this guy, Thomas Hassel, who plays for Vancouver. He recently had some decent scores, an 82 right there, a 54 right there. And he is supposed to be the starting lineup goalkeeper for Vancouver, who are not the best team, which means he's going to have a lot to do in most of the games, which could lead to some good scores, even though he concedes 1 or 2 goals every game. So we could see some 45, 50 scores from him, even though if he doesn't get the clean sheet bonus. So that's something that I'm looking forward to doing, because if you want to buy the other goalkeepers for the summer, these are the ones. So first of all, Slonina is the main one that probably the biggest accounts are going to be repping. But this guy is rumored to possibly go to Europe this summer. So if any European team is interested in a young goalkeeper, he could be leaving, which then again would leave people without a goalkeeper in the summer. So spending this much on him to then only see him go to Europe, I'm not willing to go ahead and do that. So Slonina is not my choice. I'm going to get myself Hassel. Let me know in the comments down below, by the way, what you guys think about this situation that I'm building up right here. As the midfielder, this makes me so angry. I want to talk about him first because I scouted this guy before he got these scores, man. He got a 94 and a 77 after I started scouting him for the summer, and he's going for insane prices now. I've seen him play as well. He's so good. He's like a number 6, but has such good passing play and movement. I want to get Frankie Amaya into my team as soon as I humanly possibly can. You can see it in his price. Look at that. I was scouting him around here, man. I wrote it down on my iPad. I literally wrote down 700 euros for Amaya because I was like planning what team to buy. But of course, because my funds weren't here, Amaya has flown up, basically doubled in price. And it pains me to see this. But he is one of the players that I want to pair up with Hassel. But let's go from goalkeeper to defender. The defender I want to buy for the summer is this guy. Yes, he is very hyped. But guys, I want to get him. I don't care. I don't care if this guy is hyped. He gets these incredible scores as a defender. This is not a fluke. This guy, I'm going to get him. Seol Youngvo is going to come into my team. He's going to be my under-23 defender throughout the summer. That is going to be Hassal, Seol Youngvo, Frankie Amaya, and then as the attacker, we have Jesus Ferreira. Now, as the 5th player, I'm thinking either Ezequiel Barco, who plays for River Plate, who are technically the best team in Argentina, or Pablo Ruiz as a budget option. Pablo Ruiz is another one that Nep and I have scouted. He actually came to my attention to Nep, but after that, I've watched a bunch of footage on this kid. and I've asked a bunch of people as well. He looks very, very good. So Pablo Ruiz, again, for the budget here, I'm very, very interested in getting him as soon as possible. He has longevity as well in terms of the under 23 usage. So I want him. So let's put him in here. So this could be our lineup. Let's open up Hassal as well. So then we would have Jesus Ferreira in the attack, Hassal in goal, Seul Yongvo as a defender, Frankie Amaya as a midfielder, Pablo Ruiz as a midfielder, and then Jesus Ferreira as the attacker. That is my plan. Let me know what you guys think about the team that I want to build for the summer. Now, this would cost me 2,000, 4,300. Let's say 5,300, I guess. And then this would take it to 4,800. That would be the amount I would have to spend to buy an under 23 team for the summer, because I already have Jesus Ferreira. I don't have to spend on him, which is great. But I really need to get this budget together to be able to play throughout the summer. And I can't wait to see this team perform for me throughout the summer. This is the plan, at least for now. We'll see what happens, especially if you get big rewards until the summer actually starts and where the European League is done. If we get some big rewards, we might upgrade these teams even more. But that is the team that I'm currently thinking about. And for the All-Star team that I want to have through the summer, I want to have at least 2 teams, under 23 and then All-Star. For the All-Star team, what I want to do is I want to put together a K-League / J-League team. So we'll see what happens there, because I can use Hanbin, who is the goalkeeper that we already have in the squad. So the most expensive technically is already in the team. Then I want to pair him up with Osmar. If you guys know who Osmar is is currently at Seoul, and his scores as he has a midfielder card, but he plays as a center-back. His scores as a midfielder are great. His scores as a defender are nuts, as you guys can clearly see here. So I can't wait for him to be released as a defender. Once he gets released as a defender, I'm buying him. I don't care how much he costs. So I'll have a pairing between Hanbin and Osmar as a defensive stack for Seoul. So I'm looking forward to having that in the team. And since he is one of the older players in the team, there is no rotation risk really with him. So I'm really, really liking that. So Hanbin, Osmar would be 2 players for the All-Star team. I need 3 more. I haven't decided on which players I want to get as the midfielders, 2 midfielders, and then 1 forward ideally. So yeah, I haven't decided yet. I'm maybe thinking about buying this guy, Tachi Banada. I know he's under 23 right now, but he's going to run out in the summer. But I like his scores a lot. Tachi Banada looks like a very good player for me, and he plays for Kawasaki, who is one of the biggest teams in the J-League, of course. People dominated others with Kawasaki Frontale stacks. So I'm very interested in getting him, not for under 23, but for the midfield position for the All-Star division. So it would be Hanbin, Osmar, Tachi Banada. That is the plan. And then possibly 2 others. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Very happy that we have received a reward that actually plays and that is actually eligible for SF5 scores. We're going to be getting rid of him, getting a little bit more money into the budget, and then making our moves on those big players that I've just named. I'm excited about it. Let me know your thoughts on the ideas that I've had here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Take care and peace. Have a good day. Bye-bye.